It's 6:30. Good morning. I'm Ian Crouch with Hunter News. Paterson MP Bob Baldwin says the Liberal Party must now rally behind its new leader to deliver good government for all Australians. Malcolm Turnbull has become the nation's 29th Prime Minister after winning last night's leadership ballot by 54 votes to 44. Bob Baldwin has declined to say whether he supported Tony Abbott or Malcolm Turnbull and is instead focusing on the future.
Today we have a new Prime Minister. Today we must consolidate behind that Prime Minister and make it about all Australians and delivering good government for all Australians.
The man who admitted to violently attacking a teenager following a minor car accident at Streslicki Lookout in July will most likely learn his fate next month after pleading guilty. Matthew Bailey admitted to punching a 17-year-old at least half a dozen times following a reversing accident before dragging the young man out of his car by his hair and continuing the assault. The 29-year-old Toronto man will face pre-sentencing next month. A man is due to front court today accused of discharging a firearm and drink driving offences following a dispute at Blacksmiths last night. It's alleged the 24-year-old took a loaded rifle to Boykin Street, where he became involved in a scuffle with a 21-year-old man. A shot was fired before the attacker was disarmed. Sonia Roberts from Police Headquarters says the man was found behind the wheel of his vehicle a short time later, where he failed a roadside breath test.
He was arrested and taken to Charlestown Police Station, and he's expected to be charged with a number of firearm-related offences as well as drink driving and an outstanding warrant. He's due to appear in Newcastle Court later today.
New research suggests the air pollution in parts of Newcastle is as bad as smoking close to a cigarette a day. The Environment Protection Authority's air quality monitors show over the past year a number of results across the city have been well below the national average, with calls being made for the state government to take action. Suburbs near the harbour and around the train lines are the worst affected. The state opposition claims increasing course fees and the cutting of staff is only the beginning for Glendale and regional TAFE campuses after reports of a partial sell-off in the wings. It comes after 30,000 fewer students were enrolled this year, putting the institute in danger throughout the Hunter. Wallsend MP Sonia Hornery says the loss of several courses is making life difficult for students.
What we've lost in Glendale TAFE is metal fabrication and welding. We've lost tourism, and we've lost hospitality courses, just to name a few, which means that students have had to travel a long way away in order to access, and sometimes Sydney, TAFE courses, which has made them unviable for some people.
Lake Macquarie Council has voted not to return the money ratepayers forked out for the carbon tax. A vote to keep the cash was passed overnight, with the money set to be used for future domestic waste services. Around $2.8 million was accumulated from the tax before it was abolished.
Sport, thanks to our sponsor, Warners Bay Sports Club.
The Jets' Mark Birighitti is back in Newcastle and looking to add some clean sheets to the upcoming season. The keeper was in goal for the Jets' scoreless draw against Brisbane Roar over the weekend and is confident he can produce similar results when the A-League season kicks off. Birighitti will once again be up against homegrown gloveman Ben Kennedy for the Jets' #1 keeping spot. The Wanderers' Daniel Martin will be hitting the field in their grand final clash against Hamilton this Saturday. Martin's spot in the decider was in doubt after the club threatened the Newcastle and Hunter Rugby Union with Supreme Court action. Opposition arose in the NHRU when the tribunal overturned his 2-week shoulder charge suspension. And Phoenix Charlestown are continuing up the Newcastle baseball ranks, qualifying for Saturday's Major League Grand Final clash against Belmont. That's sport. I'm Georgia Moylan.
To NURFM News Time 26 to 7.